Welcome back to another video, and man, is it hot outside.
Like
it is
the weather?
toasty.
The weather? Yeah, it's hot.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe me when I go outside, but right now I'm talking about the weather.
Okay.
It is. It is not a cool bro moment.
I'm putting these on so I can't see you anymore.
This is your coping mechanism.
I'm putting these on so I can't see him anymore.
Anyway, it is very hot outside. We're in the middle, dead center of the summer, and we're right on the brink
Of iPhone launch.
of new tech
Yep.
for the year.
Yeah. Samsung just announced some fun stuff.
That's
multiple separate videos.
we'll talk about it when the time's due for
Yeah.
a proper review.
Yeah.
But I am excited.
It's an exciting time. Samsung launched stuff. Google is on the verge of launching
He's
stuff
right
as
around
well.
the corner. Yeah.
And then we should have just some crazy stuff coming from Apple in a couple of months.
It's like Samsung is using Waze and they got there first, and then Apple and Google are using like Apple Maps and Google Maps, and they're both like
They're just a couple
taking
weeks,
some steps,
couple
but
weeks
it's
behind.
like they probably got
couple
to be
weeks behind
somewhere along the way.
I can't knock Samsung for the strategy. I like it, and they did a good job getting me excited for the shorter, wider Z Fold 8.
I am very curious to see what that looks like, feels like in the overall experience, to see what our thoughts are.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about iOS 27. Now, we haven't done a update beta review in a long time. I mean,
But
it's been
iOS
years.
27 is exciting.
And that's not only because it's 27 promising, but because 26 sucks.
But because 26 is trash. Literal hot garbage.
Which one was it that it was like an upgrade? Was it iOS 11?
I think it was 11.
That Apple was like, hey, we're not going to bring any features because we understand that there's a lot we got to work on with what we have.
I think that was 11 going to 12, right? Wasn't 12
maybe.
12, I think, was the stability.
Like the clean one?
11 was the massive like UI change back then, wasn't it? Like 11 was the huge overhaul.
They did an overhaul, yeah.
Right. And then they screwed everything up, kind of like they did with 26.
Yep.
And then now,
Here we are.
27 is attempting to do what iOS 12 did back in the day, which is
History does repeat itself.
which is make the garbage smell like cologne.
You know what? And I will say that they did, at least based on what we can see.
Yeah, these are very stable betas. I'm on the most, at the time of filming this video.
We're testing different versions, by the way.
I'm on the most recent public beta. David's on the most recent developer beta.
Yep.
But both of us still feel like the experiences are very smooth.
And I think what's such a good testament of how much effort they're putting to make it stable, which is also another argument, is like, make the problem, sell the solution.
Okay.
So
We're getting
point
real
being,
philosophical now.
But at the end of the day, they are making great progress into releasing a stable and very, very nice software, that to the point that I feel like my beta, and I can probably say the same thing about yours, it's better than the official release of 26 that we had before we updated.
Yeah.
Just because how much more fluid and smooth the whole experience has been, not only with the operating system, but even the way the apps feel. Third-party apps are just way better.
Yeah, my measure for like effectiveness for a major OS update is how willing I am to try the beta.
Yeah.
And how much I want to get off the current software that I'm on.
Right.
When I was on 25, I did not want to do the 26 beta.
Right.
And even then, I think I installed the like what do they call it, the Golden Master or whatever. Like
Once
when
it's getting to the end.
right.
Yeah.
So like I installed 26 on day one when it was like the official Golden Master release for the mass public. Right. But I didn't try any of the betas. I didn't do any of that kind
You
of
can
stuff.
take that glasses off.
Right. Gotcha.
You're like, why is it so dark in here?
Yeah. He's
I
only
just
saying,
realized I can't see your
he's
eyes
only
right
saying
now.
that because he can't see me when I'm But when 26 came out, I did not want to jump off 25 until the first day.
Right.
Right? No
Right.
betas or anything like that. This is the exact opposite. As soon as you were like, bro, I think it's a good time for us to like talk about 27, I'm like, bet, I'll install the beta. I want to get off 26.
Yeah, I was gonna say you cannot
Yeah,
wait.
and one of the first things I told him, I was like, 26 is trash. Like 26 is And I have the latest iPhone too. I can't even imagine people that have 3-4-year-old iPhones that are running 26.
What they're doing right
It's
now.
got to be infuriating for them. So we're on 27. I like it so far.
I think even on top of the stability and how smooth everything feels.
Yeah.
There are some really nice updates that you can make the argument that, oh, they should have been there from years ago and a long time ago in other updates. But the fact that they're here, it just makes me happy just because it does make the experience and functionality a lot better. You can also say that some other smartphones out there have had those features for a long time, but it doesn't matter. Call context?
You mean the...
Oh.
No. The fact that you can now set your volume alarm separately from your system alarm?
Hey, you know what? I will say they are listening. Maybe they're a little hard to listen, and you have to yell very loud multiple times, but they do listen.
They're like, it's when you give them feedback, they're like, okay, we'll write that down. We'll get to that in...
And then the paper gets lost.
5-6 years maybe?
Yeah,
Just
it's like, it goes in a queue, and then the queue is like bumping it down the line every time you make another request, so it's like at the bottom of the list.
That is a surprisingly late quality of life update, but that is, you know that is a thing for 27, right? You can now set a different alarm volume than system volume.
Which, I will say though, because I think when it comes to software updates, there's always going to be something that people are going to want that the software update doesn't bring, right?
This is just something they should have had.
In a while, but even on top of that, I'll say that I wish we had dedicated volume controls for active media that's playing. For example, let's say that you're on a FaceTime call and you get on YouTube. Right now, it's all or nothing.
Oh, the FaceTime and YouTube?
Right, like just multiple things coming with audio, and then the fact that you should be able to control the levels separately.
Okay.
Right now, it's like you either hear the video and it's also making you deaf because how loud the call is, or you can't hear either because you have one control for both of them. So I personally would like something like that just gives you a little bit more control to what you're playing or what the media is controlling in that moment.
That's never even crossed my... That's not a thing?
Dude, trust me, I'm struggling.
That's never even...
Yeah. It should be a thing, but it's the same thing
I
as
wouldn't have even thought that wasn't a thing. I would have just thought that that's already inherently there.
Well, it is on other devices. It's just...
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now, I will say that even this outside of the software controls, the ability to connect to a media player, like your car speakers or a speaker at home, and still be able to only send music out and play videos on your phone, that's a feature that I wish was present as well. Just because, let's say you're in the car, playing music, and you're parked. Let's say that you're charging your electric vehicle, and you're like, oh, let me get on TikTok.
Okay.
You open TikTok. Right now, it's blasting through your speakers instead of being on the phone. And you don't want everyone to see that you're watching or whatever videos you're watching.
What is that?
I don't know. Google AI told me.
Oh.
That's what's trending. But the ability to control different Bluetooth devices would be dope. Because it is capable of that. It's just letting the device...
That's such a first world problem. Yeah. I'm thankful that I can finally just have even more flexibility to adjust the tinted glass of liquid glass.
Don't even get me started on liquid glass.
It's so minor. So like when you install the beta, like when you power on the phone, it does the whole hello in cursive.
Like welcome to the new update.
So you're going through some of the settings for the new update. One of the choices is for you to adjust the opacity of the liquid glass.
Right.
Which I liked so much because I hate liquid glass.
And I think a lot of people did, especially when it first came out.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's been
So I cranked the slider up to maximum, so there's like no opacity. It looks a lot better in my opinion.
Right.
I like that's like Apple is focusing on those kinds of things.
Right.
For this software update.
And
there's like minor UI changes. Like you can look at some of your app icons.
Right.
They look a little different.
Right. I think the overall design has slightly been tweaked, and I think this is what liquid glass should have been when it first came out. I think they're now realizing that there's a lot of things that they did on the live demo in their keynote last year that when they first released it, people were like, that's not what you showed us. and now they're finally catching up to those things that they promised a year and a half ago.
Great.
Now, there's also a lot of AI features, and I'm sure you've seen some of them, like reframing your pictures.
Oh,
Better
yeah.
Siri,
The photo editing and stuff like that.
the call context that we talked about earlier, the fact that it's able to pull information on your email or messages while you're on a call calling a certain customer service company,
Where
and
have
it
I
gives
seen
you
that?
relevant. It might be on other devices already,
Where have I seen that before?
but you know what? Don't make Apple be mad because they're going to stop listening to us.
Yeah.
Point
they already
being
did.
is-
They don't listen to us. You think they listen to us?
Drop it in the comments because they might listen to you. Point being is that we are very happy that this release is here. I honestly, when it comes to my wish list, I already mentioned, I just wish there was a little bit more control on the things that you have. You know, people they're fans of Android because of because how much you can customize.
Yeah.
The UI, the overall navigation
Apple's gotten
system.
a lot better about that
And they are making a lot of improvement
Apple's gotten a
for
lot
sure.
better about that over the years.
But there's a little bit more they could be doing.
Yeah.
So it's just, we're making great progress, and I don't want to make it seem like we're not thankful, because at least I am. And I'm glad that iOS 27 feels a lot better than last year.
Here's $1 million question. You ready for this?
I'm listening.
You're going to start using Siri more?
Anyway, so let us know what you think. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Share it with your friends. Subscribe. What is the other mumbo jumbo we usually say? Just change the topic.
Smash that like button. Yeah, smash that like button. Hit subscribe.
As we close, I will say though, I'll give it a shot.
There's promise for Siri because Google is now
Just say because it's not Apple anymore.
yeah because Big Brother Google is stepping in and they're walking into the office and they're like, don't worry about it, Apple.
We got it from
We
here.
got it from here, buddy.
Oh gosh.
That's why some of the features that you're seeing that can actually happen with the AI tools in the background, it looks very reminiscent of some of the things
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing, but you know what? If this is what fixes the problem,
we've seen on some other Googly branded devices.
we'll see what happens.
I certainly hope. I certainly hope there is a lot of revamp for Siri going on here.
Right.
Like
right.
even like in the settings and stuff like that. Like it showed that it was like optimizing Siri and
When you
like
first updated.
back-end
Yeah,
search when
yeah.
you first update it. And it was doing that for a while. Like
Yeah.
mine was there for like almost the first day and a half after updating my
It's
phone.
like scanning through your stuff.
Yeah, and Siri's gotten a lot better about like contextually searching your like iMessages and
Right.
I mean like of course you'll have to give it access to like other third-party apps.
Right.
Like I've even seen other creative examples of people using Siri to check the battery on their electric car. Like you can ask it, be like, how much battery does my
And it
car
can go
have?
and find that
then,
setting.
then it has to
Yeah.
integrate with an app like Tesla or Porsche or Ford or
Whatever.
like whatever, right? And then it can tell you like your battery.
Which that is the goal of an assistant, right? Like a smart
Yeah.
assistant should be able to do all of that and give you what you need,
Yeah.
so you don't have to go look for it yourself.
So there's actual potential here with Google stepping in. Now my thing is I really want to see how like the super privacy conscious Apple users are going to feel about that, right? Because these are very much like Android features of a phone where like it's integrated with all of your apps. It's reading your emails, it's reading your text
Yeah.
messages, right? Like it's reading your location.
all,
you know what
at
I mean?
all times, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
now, how are you going to feel with like your assistant like Siri in the background that can read your vehicle information if you have the
you
app?
know, they'll have those arguments and disclaimers on their site that it's like, oh, it's locally processed and
Yeah.
it doesn't go anywhere. Not even Apple can see it or read it or whatever.
Yeah.
But the more
I mean, the photo
get in
editing
there.
features you were talking about, right? Like you can take a photo of your dog that you took head on
yeah,
and reframe it to the side and it builds part of
What's
that
missing.
image.
Yeah.
It builds
Yeah.
part of that image. You
Yeah.
can that's the reframe, but you
Yeah.
can also like expand the images where it'll use AI to like add tops like to the edges of the image.
yeah.
It'll add stuff that was not there, like it'll expand the image for you.
So
right?
yeah, there's a lot of good in the features that are coming with iOS 27, and you know it should be getting better too. We're only in the first few betas that
I think
we
the public
have.
beta is like on 2 right now.
Yeah,
Public
so
beta 2.
it should
Yeah.
only keep going up, but only time will tell. especially with the new devices that are coming out this year, to see how they handle the new software and what features are going to be exclusive to those devices.
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. But in terms of whether or not I'll be using Siri more often,
Until the next one.
this is so you can't see my reaction to that question.
Peace.